Hey, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. We are live. It's time to celebrate the King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Let's go ahead and celebrate. Yesterday was his birthday, January 15th. And today we honor and celebrate him on this national holiday. I've got in studio with me a wonderful, wonderful friend, Miss Carmen Evans. We're about to get into the chat here. I'm going to play this intro and then I'm going to be right back and we're going to get started with this conversation. All right, here we go. All right, all right, all right. Hello, 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 everybody. It's Regina. I'm here at the Juice Radio and Talk Show, and I've got a super great co-host here joining me today, Miss Carmen Evans. Yay! Hey, Carmen, how are you? The people don't know you, but
Hi.
listen, I know you, girl. You are a tremendous person. Why
Oh
don't you
my
tell the people a
goodness.
little bit about yourself, and then we'll get started as to why we have you on today.
Oh, thank you for having me. Well, like you said, my name is Carmen, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan. You
Okay.
know, I'm a podcaster.
Yes, tell them about your podcast channel that you have. We're a support team over here.
I have a podcast called Detroit Table Talk, very similar to the Red Table Talk from Jada Pickett Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I thought about getting my podcast together, I actually reached out to her team and asked her, would it be
Nice.
okay to duplicate, her show? And
Wow.
they responded and said, please do, and send us some clips and stuff like that. So they were very encouraging that they wanted different states to pick it up and carry the torch.
I love that.
So I'm on
I
every
love it.
Saturday at 5. And I also co-host a podcast with 3 other women, and it's called Respectfully Speaking.
Okay.
So that's Fridays at 7 p.m.
Wow. Now, are those on Facebook and YouTube?
Facebook.
Facebook. Okay.
Yes.
Now, the Detroit Table Talk, it's under that name, right?
Right. Detroit Table Talk on Facebook.
Detroit Table Talk on Facebook.
And
It,
YouTube. However, I'm behind in uploading the shows.
that's okay, girl. You 2023, you finna get that done.
Right.
You are going to get that done. So we've got Naughty Love Movement in the chat. Hey, Naughty Love, how you doing? She said, hey, I haven't forgotten you, Naughty Love. I haven't forgotten you, girl. You can see today I have been super busy. So I am going to contact you about 8:30 my time, okay? About 8:30 my time, okay? So be waiting for that call. All right. So she says to you also, she said, that's so wonderful. The podcast that you have, that is so wonderful. I love it. Well, the reason why I had Carmen on the channel today is because I wanted to do this honor and celebration of Dr. King, since it is the day that we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And as I was going over his bio and stuff, and I was like, wait a minute, Dr. King's birthday is actually January 15th.
Yes.
And I was like, hold on, that makes him a Capricorn.
What's that song? What's the favorite zodiac sign? Capricorn.
That's it. So I was like, okay, I'm a Capricorn because my birthday was last week. Carmen is a Capricorn. Your birthday was when, Carmen?
The 4th.
The 4th. The 4th. I reached out to another gentleman. He didn't respond back on here, but all the fellow Capricorns out here, we celebrate and honor each other because of our wonderful behaviors and traits, which we're going to talk about too. As we honor Dr. King, we're going to talk about this, and I'm putting this all together. Y'all just stay with me. Y'all know how I do. It's a little adventure, but we all gonna end up at the same place, okay?
Right.
We're gonna end up at the same place. I'm gonna see why we have this. But listen, Carmen and I are friends on Facebook, and we've been following each other for a few years now.
Yeah.
And one thing I learned about Carmen is she's a go getter. She's a go to. I mean, she's one of these people. She wrote a book. Tell them about your book, Carmen. I got your book.
Well, I have 3 books out.
Okay,
Um,
now correct me, girl.
so I'm an author 3 times. Covenant Relationships, Understanding What God Desires for Us. My second book is Life Happens, and life is spelled Lyfe. How God Sustained Me. And my last book, which was released the middle part of last year, is called Let's Be Friends. And that's a book on autism for elementary school students.
And I can't remember which one I bought because I was trying to buy them so fast. I was like, give me the book. Give me the book. I was looking over here to see if I have it, but I don't want to get off camera. But listen, she has great, great, great information. Okay. You also work in what's the field that you work in or that you're studying for that you every time we're on Facebook, you're like, I got to study. I got to study.
Right
What's your
now,
degrees, girl? Let them know your degrees, girl.
it's a whole list of them.
Come on now with the whole list.
Of course, my associates is in law enforcement administration. My bachelor's is in criminal justice. My master's major in pastoral ministries, and my minor is in criminal justice. And I am currently in my doctoral program, getting my degree in community care and counseling, specializing in trauma.
Now, see, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. This
I'm
is
not
what
ready.
Capricorns do. She know she not ready. This is what Capricorns do. We don't play. She is not playing over here. All
Just
these
an
degrees,
overachiever for nothing, okay?
girl, listen, you overachieving for me because I got a high school diploma and a half a degree, college degree, a half a college degree because I'm missing by one semester.
It's still time.
See, that's the thing. I need to go ahead and do that. I've been so busy in business, girl. I just need that one semester. I need to go ahead and get that. But
The
Carmen is very
race is
successful.
not given to the swift, but to he or her who endure to the end. So it's no race as long as you
See,
do it.
and it's gonna get done. It's gonna get done. I ain't even playing. But listen, Tammy's in the chat. Hey, Tammy. And Tammy says Capricorn Rouge says she's a Capricorn too. Yes, she is. All right, so I dropped the link. If we have any other fellow Capricorns and you want to come on screen, go ahead and click on the link. You'll see it in the comment section there. Go ahead and do that. But if you want to just keep your comments coming, do that. That's okay. We love that aspect too. All right, so today, what did you do for Martin Luther King Jr. Day? And then, when you answer that, let me know what's your thoughts when we say we're celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Well, today I did like most of us, went to work.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little appalled, as you know, I have to say.
Yeah.
Because I had to work.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I did when I got to work, I thought about it. I said, should I be here?
Girl, I'm going to tell mine after you tell yours. Go ahead, girl.
And then I emailed Human Resources like,
Ooh.
what's our paid, holidays? Is MLK included in this? So, because if so, I'm going home.
Oh. Girl, wait.
Oh,
girl, wait. Did they let you go home or they said, you just have to stay or they're going to get back to you? They're going to get back to you on Tuesday, girl, because they wanted you to stay.
They sent me 6, paid holidays that we have, and MLK was not included.
Oh, goodness, girl. Oh, goodness.
But it's all good.
It is. Listen, I started out the day. I said, I am not going to go to work. I'm going to get on this social media because I'm building my channel, building my platform. I'm going to do all this. Got started good, making posts earlier today, and then got a phone call from one of my contractors. A situation took place. Girl, I had to drop everything and run over there. And I'm like, I'm not even supposed to be working today. And then one of my clients called me and was asking me business. And I said, today is Martin Luther King Jr. birthday. It is celebration. We honoring him. It is a holiday. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. Bye. I'll call you tomorrow.
In my job, I'm a security director of a mall.
Okay.
And I must say, in the suburban part of Michigan, And I must say, I was a little, perturbed, in a sense where the mall was quite, filled,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like filled with us.
Wow.
And I got to thinking, and I said, wow, wait a minute, it's MLK, and it looked like all of us is working, and all of them are off. I said, this picture don't look right. This picture don't look
See, we listen. I know it's a national holiday, but it's gonna have to come like mandatory. All of us, we don't work.
yes.
But then if we didn't work, Carmen, everything will be shut down because it's just how it is. Everything will be, girl. It
I
all I
thought
can
it
say.
became a federal holiday, but I'm gonna have to
Hmm.
check on that for next year.
Yeah, we need to. Well, Naughty Love
I'm
said
not
in the
working
comment.
next year, so next year I'll be making my own schedule.
That's what Capricorns do. We do.
Oh, actually,
Not-
I make my own schedule now, and I didn't think about it to the last minute.
Oh my goodness. See, and I went out there. I was like, oh, let me go ahead and handle this situation. But then, and then I left from there and I said, let me go and handle this and let me go and handle it. And then I said, listen, I got stuff I need to do. I had already planned I was going to do this on this particular day. But listen, we
Now, was
digress.
that statue uncovered in Atlanta, or was it somewhere else?
What's that?
The new MLK statue. They just
Oh, I'm gonna pull that up while we. I'm glad you mentioned that. Did you see the statue?
I did.
Yeah. Hold. I'm gonna get your thoughts on it. Hold on. Naughty Love say work and MLK is included. They took it away from us. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Tammy says I had to work as well. Now, see, this ain't even right. This ain't even right. All of us on here, we had to work. It should be a thing where they say, "Do you want to work?" Now, what are your thoughts on Martin Luther King Jr. Day? What should we be
Hmm.
doing as a form of celebrating and honoring Dr. King?
Um, what
I
I
think.
don't think we should be doing is continue to commercialize it. I think we
Mm,
have gotten lost in the meaning of
hmm.
this day, and it has become commercialized.
Wow.
So we should be learning something concerning his life. We should be forwarding the furthering his mandate, for equality
Hmm.
for all. We should be working on bills on today. We should be having
Mm.
bills signed on today, to further, like I said, further his commitment to the African American community.
Correct. Correct. I
Unite.
believe that. I believe that also. I think we have gotten away from it. I think what I would like to see more of is like the people when they come on. Like today, there was a celebration at one of the churches, and they were doing the speeches and had the kids up there reenacting some of the speeches. And what they were doing was they were reminding us of what Dr. King did for us, reminding of the speech and the work that he did. And I think that they should be honoring and sharing and remembering what he did so that we don't forget it.
Yeah.
And I was really excited. I did a short little piece on that. The internet wasn't working that great, but I did a short little piece on that. But I'm really grateful that the King family is not letting his name just go,
Yeah.
and we not continue to understand why we're honoring him. I mean, we're free and we're able to vote. We're able to go out and do all these things that we couldn't do, but because of his march, we now can do.
Yeah.
Because of him enduring and standing and going through the struggles that he went through and being successful in spite of the struggles, we're able to now understand that because of his fight,
Mhm.
which was nonviolent, we're able to stand and be free in so many different realms of aspects.
Yeah.
I love, love, love that. Now,
I was
here's the
listening to a interview with his son this morning, and he
yeah.
was talking about how all of us have to do better, surrounding MLK Day. His family, he said him and his siblings included. We
Oh,
got to make sure that we keep pushing forward. We don't allow this day to come and go. You know what I'm saying? Without furthering, the movement.
right. I love that. I love that. I love that they're all still active,
Yes.
in this move. I love that. So the statue that Carmen was speaking of, which many of you, I'm not sure if you're aware, there is a new statue that's just been unveiled. And this article says Boston unveils new sculpture honoring Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott King. And it says in this article, this is from Fox News, and this is fair use. I'm just sharing this from Fox News. It says just a few years ago, the conceptual artist Hank Willis Thomas had no idea he excuse me, would be instrumental in commemorating the lives of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King. But when his application was selected out of 125 artists and architects to design a new monument in Boston dedicated to the civil rights icons, he was shocked. When I supported, he says, when I submitted the proposal, I didn't even think that we really had a chance. Thomas, 46, he's 46 years old, told NBC News. By the time it was approved, I guess I've just been on autopilot. Like, okay, how do I just not get in the way of history? It really has been my mission over the past several years. Now, here's the statue. Here's a statue. And Carmen, there's some people that are giving because they're like, I don't know. What's your thoughts on the statue? As you can
Absolutely
see,
hate
these are
it.
arms and hands.
Absolutely hate it. You wasn't expecting that, were you?
Okay. I want people to understand. So you look at, these are hands. This is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s hand. I believe one is his hand and the other is the wife's hand. It says,
Yeah.
workers stand beneath the embrace sculpture. That's what it's called, the embrace sculpture in Boston, waiting for the concrete to be poured. So here's the thing. Now, it was inspired by a photo, and this is the photo that it was inspired by. It was inspired by this photo. As you see, that's Dr. King, Martin Luther King Jr., and his wife, Coretta King, and they're embracing one another. And so this says Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. hugs his wife Coretta during a news conference following the announcement that he had been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize on October 14, 1964. So
tell me,
yes.
who approved a sculpture of some arms? Why not put their heads, connect their heads? We had no clue. The internet went wild. Like,
yep.
Are you kidding me? You couldn't go a step further and insert their heads so that we understood the sculpture. We had to seek out a picture to compare it to, or we wouldn't have known what it was.
Now, I'm going to tell you, Carmen, when I saw this monument for the first time, I saw the unveiling.
Okay.
It was covered up and they did the unveiling. I saw it live because I'm not in Boston. So I saw it online. And I did like you. I was like, wait a minute, what is that? I said the same thing. But when I read it a little bit, I was like, okay, I get it. But I'm also like you because I said, why couldn't we just put their heads on there? It would have been magnificent.
Yes.
But art in certain depictions is depicted as art that some of us don't understand. Because there's some art in some galleries that I look at and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
There's some people. But this, I'm like you. I would have really loved to have seen their heads on here. I understand the concept. Yeah.
I didn't really do any research on it because I was just appalled at it. Who is the artist? Is the artist African American? Is it Caucasian?
It doesn't say his nationality on here. It just says his name is Hank Willis Thomas. Let's look him up. Let me look him up while you go ahead and talk to us a little bit about this.
I'm concerned that although art is in the eye of the beholder, for such a monument that represent MLK, it just appears to me that you would have wanted the fullness of that picture. The whole race, you know what I'm saying, with the both of them, with both of their heads.
Yeah. All right, so let me see. I found his website. Now let's see if it's let's see. Okay, here he is. Okay, I got him, Carmen. I got him. Here he is, Carmen. All right, so let me share this screen. Let me share it, Carmen, so you can see Mr. Williams. Here he is. Here he is. He's black. He's
Okay,
one of
Mr. Williams, I need to talk to you.
us. Mr. Hank, I'm sorry, Hank Willis Thomas. Hank
Willis,
Willis
Mr.
Thomas.
Willis.
That's him right there. Here he is. Here he is. Here is let me take you to his main screen. Here's the main screen showing the picture, showing the statue.
Okay.
There's the full statue there. And then it goes on to show some of his projects that he has done. Let me see about him. Let's read about him. It says he lives in Brooklyn, New York as a conceptual artist working primarily with themes related to perspective, identity, commodity, media, and popular culture. His work has been exhibited throughout the United States and abroad, including the International Center of Photography, the Guggenheim Museum, Bilbao, Musketeer, or whatever that word is, Hong Kong. So he's got a lot to work.
Okay.
He's got a lot of work.
Established artist.
He's an established artist. He's an established artist.
And he was selected, or his piece was selected for MLK, for the unveiling of MLK on this date. So it will further lead me to ask, why not the heads?
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to inbox him and ask him.
I really want to know that backstory because, again, if the internet wasn't interneting, we wouldn't have known what that piece was.
That's true.
And it kind of appalled a lot of us across the board, like seriously. But he's an artist and he's entitled to see things as he chooses. And I guess it's beautiful.
Yeah. Now, if we get more backstory on it, we'll probably understand it. But I, again, am going to be like you. I think now I look real close at the piece and it looked like, he did really good detail work on it.
Yeah. With the bracelet and
Yes, with the rings and all that stuff. He did really, look at this, really detailed. The buttons, the ring,
that's
the
why I would have loved to see their actual face.
Yes, me too. I would have loved that.
Hopefully he'll go back and add the rest,
like a muse, the bus. I think they call them buses or something like that. I don't know.
After all, reading all the comments, maybe he'll go back and say, "Let me finish it up.
Let me try a little, or make a second one."
Right, or maybe it wasn't finished, and they said, "Enough is enough. What you have, we have to unveil it." MLK. I'm just.
Let's not do that to the king on his celebration day.
Maybe time ran out. I don't know.
No. Let's not do that to the king.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's beautiful. Nice bronze work of art. Nice work of art.
Yes.
All right. So Carmen, the other part of why I wanted to have you on panel is because I want to talk about Capricorn. Now, as you all know, Dr. King is a Capricorn. Okay, he's a Capricorn, and I want to speak about some of the traits of Capricorns. So let me pull out this information. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm probably going to start doing this once a month to see what the different zodiac signs are. I know some of my church people may not understand. Listen, I'm not into witchcraft. I'm not into none of that. I still love Jesus.
They'll be okay.
I still love Jesus. I'm probably going to get into the Chinese zodiac signs too, with all of their stuff too. But this is something new that we're doing on the platform. Now, Carmen is Capricorn. I'm Capricorn. I want to read some of this, Carmen, and let me know your thoughts. And then you pull up some stuff to also in Capricorns. Now, it says things to know about Capricorns, pros and cons. Okay. Pros and cons. One of the things, and Tammy, you're in the chat. Let me know if this affects you too, because you're a Capricorn also. So the pros, it says you don't have to worry about a Capricorn being faithful to you. They're completely trustworthy and loyal.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's not the way I see myself. I am so trustworthy and loyal. Listen, my husband and I, we were in a drive-through of a restaurant. I think it was a Burger King or McDonald's or something. And the lady gave my husband 2 of the large sweet teas. And I was like, babe, we only ordered 1. Give her 1 back. And my husband was like, no, that's her error. That's her fault. It was like, this is my drink. He, of course, is not Capricorn. So Carmen, said, "No, I said, because then we'll get down the road and my car fall apart for this dollar tea." I said, "You better get that tea back." So he was like, ugh. So he opened the window. He told the lady, "Ma'am, I only ordered one tea." So she says, "Oh, okay. Well, thank you for telling me, but you guys can keep it. You can keep the tea." I said, "See, now she gave it to you. It becomes a gift." I am that trustworthy, Carmen. I don't
Yeah.
care if it's a little sweet tea. I
Yes.
am not going to be disloyal in any aspect.
Yeah.
Have your friends told you your loyalty is like way beyond?
I've been told that sometimes it's to a fault.
Really?
Yeah.
Do tell.
It, sometimes I'm so loyal that even when things transpire and most people will, bail, get out, in my mind, my philosophy is always, as long as someone is living and breathing, they still have time to change. So I always think if I continue being who I am, eventually their mindset will shift and they will become, I
Okay.
don't want to say more like me, but their thinking or their way of acting will, come up higher. And
Hmm.
it doesn't always work like that.
I do the same thing. I can see people who are doing the errors of things in life, and I'm like, okay, if they hang around me, they'll see how I do it, and maybe it'll rub off on them and they'll do the same thing. And then when I'm not seeing it, I don't understand why they're not doing it.
Yes.
I'm like, why you not like me?
It becomes frustrating. Like,
It's
yeah.
like, I'm not understanding why you don't see all this, that I have to offer.
And we tell them, and for me, I always tell them that's not going to work.
Yeah.
You may want to adjust it, or you may want to do it this way. And
And they don't do it, and you're like, oh,
9 times, 10 out of 10, it don't work. And I don't say I told you so.
that's
You
what we
know,
don't do. We
I
don't
don't
do
say I
that.
told you so. I just say, you guys gonna learn how to, listen to what I'm saying. We could have saved a whole lot of steps, if you had just listened.
Oh my goodness. That is the most nicest way to say y'all should have listened to me. Tammy's in the chat. She said loyal to a fault, but once you
Yes,
cross me, well, I'm telling you, she says, I am a Capricorn to a T. Now,
yes.
Dr. Martin Luther King was, and I keep calling him doctor. Listen, that's just me. He was a Capricorn also. We are so focused and driven.
Mm-hmm.
Career venture, you can give me a task to do, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and find a way to get that done. It's gonna be my mission to try and find a way to get that done. Are you the same way? Like what like we you and I tease about our spreadsheets. Are you the same way? It's your mission to get stuff done, and we're not just playing around with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that for me, that falls in. And when I even look at Dr. Martin Luther King,
Hmm.
when you look up Capricorns, they talk about Capricorns being overachievers.
Hmm.
And, I, with Dr. Martin Luther King, he was constantly trying to, you know, do
Yeah,
more,
do
you
more.
know,
Yes,
put
yes,
more out, want people to do more.
right. He
Yeah.
was. And that's what we do. That's what I do also with even with my husband in business. He's like he likes, go at a certain pace or something, and I want things to get done. I try and pre-think it so that when it comes up, I'm already got a plan that
Yeah.
it is in place
Yeah.
for it. But we are success driven. And that's in everything. That's not only in business, that's in life.
Yes.
That's even at home doing the laundry. That's everything. That's my life. That's how I am. Tammy says that used to be me. I would hang on, but I had to change.
It's definitely a task trying to get out of that mindset that you don't have to go you just don't have to take it that far.
Yeah,
Sometimes I take it so far I'm exhausted at the
that's
end
true.
trying to perfect what is, and in a whole lot of people's eyes is already perfected. But I'm
Hmm.
always, even in my sleep, I'm constantly going over things. If I have something to do, I'm sleeping, but I'm thinking in my mind,
Yes.
okay, before this, I have to do this. Okay, did I write a list? Okay, what needs to be done? Who do I need to talk to so that all the pieces can come together?
hmm We're
This
kind
is
of like overachievers. We're like
yeah,
overachievers at time. Like even in my studio here and even in my home, I will change this thing around 50 times in a week. And my husband's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Something's off. Just the twinge of a little thing." And he's like, "It's fine." Like you said, everybody else sees it. It's fine. It's great. And I'm like, "No, I got to twist it." And like you, I'm restless at night. I can't get my mind sleep because I'm thinking I got to do this, got to do that. It's just the successful nature
yeah,
that we have as the individual. And it's so funny to see even people who share the same zodiac sign have the same traits.
yeah.
It's amazing. Another part that this says about Capricorns, and then we'll be getting out of here. It says they won't wait for holidays or your birthday to make you feel special, and they will forever be giving you flowers and gifts for no occasions.
That's me to the T.
Right?
That's me to the T. I remember some years ago, a prophet prophesied over my life. And he
Wow.
said that God is going to bless you with abundant finances. You're going to
Mm,
be, wealthy. And as he was prophesying on me, he said, but God told me to tell you that he wants you to take care of yourself, because if not, you will give it all away.
mhm. Mhm.
And
Mhm.
he said,
That's me.
and he did, and he began to tell me, it's not that you can't bless people, but God wants you to do something for yourself before you start allocating money out to other people. And that's just me. If I see a need and I can take care of that need, I feel like, we are blessed to be a blessing.
That is me. And Tammy is saying that's her also. She said, "Yep, I do that." That is me by nature. My husband will tell me, "Don't give nobody else no more money."
My sons used to tell me that all the time, especially like around Christmas. They used to
Right.
tell, because I would be thinking about everybody's children and making sure that they have, and they would tell me all the time,
Mhm.
Mama, they don't do for us.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm like, and I used to always tell them it doesn't matter. We still have to, be a blessing to people. So
Right. Right. My husband, he would listen. It got so bad. Before we would go anywhere, my husband would be in the driveway and he'd look at me and I'm like, "What?" And he's fidgeting. He's like he want to say something. I'm like, "What? What do you want to tell me?" He says, "Whenever we go, if we see somebody, don't give nobody nothing."
yeah.
And I'm like, "But," and he's like, "Nope. I'm telling you from the garage, don't give nobody nothing." Because that's how, listen, I'm like, okay. Oh, it's just so hard for us because we're just givers like that.
Yeah.
We are just such
We love to
givers.
see people smile. We love to see them
Yes.
happy. And if
Yes.
it's a small token that we can be a blessing to them, we will.
That
You
we
know?
do. We do. Tammy said in the chat, she says, "I'll send a card, a text, a note, lunch, etc." Absolutely. And Dr. King listen, he was a Capricorn also. He was a
Yes.
giver, even to the point where he gave his life. His
Yes.
whole life work was so that others would benefit.
Yes.
And it did not matter the cost
Hmm.
from him that it took for that. He had that giving nature
Yeah.
and
Have
he
you
wanted
ever
all
on
of
your
it.
have you ever on your birthday decided to give other people gifts instead of receiving gifts?
You know what? I don't even celebrate my birthday like that.
Okay.
I don't. I don't do anything. I'm like, "Oh, it's my birthday. Okay, thank you. It's my birthday." But what I do is if other people come around, if people are giving me gifts, I feel bad and I want to take the gift and give it to somebody else. I want to but you do that? You just want to give gifts on your birthday?
I give gifts to other people. This is the first birthday that I didn't, and I felt so uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And I don't know why I felt uncomfortable with people handing me cards and
Yeah.
sending me cash apps, because
Yeah.
once it come in, I'm thinking of who I can send it out to.
That's me.
It's weird.
That's how we are. We're like, what are we doing? What are we doing? But I will buy a brand new pair of shoes and won't even wear them. And before I can get home, I'm thinking of who could benefit from these shoes. My husband again told me, don't you give away no.
That's me.
Tammy said in the chat for her birthday, she bought my soul sister running group breakfast. See?
See, that's nice.
For her birthday. That's what we do. We're givers, and we just love seeing people happy and benefiting. Also, one of the things it says here, and then I'm gonna let you go because I know it's already after our 5:30 mark. It says here, now here's the cons about Capricorns, and then I'll let Carmen say some things if she wanted to share about Capricorns too. It says here's a con: they can be really controlling, and you may feel stifled.
2023. We're changing that up. I'm not gonna keep letting people speak that over my life.
I don't even know how that part got in there.
I'm not controlling. I'm a leader, and I lead.
That's it.
That's the end of the story.
We are leaders. We are not that you spoke. That is not. But listen, I can understand because we want the best for you. So it could appear that we are controlling. I get that a lot. You
we just like stuff done decently and in order to this, we like done in the spirit of excellence. And we've seen your work before, so we know what it's gonna be. So
we know what you about to do, and I'm gonna have to come back and redo it. And I don't want to come back and redo it. I just want to do it right. And it may look like controlling or look like I'm like you stifle, but it's not true. You're right, Carmen. 2023, we taking that part out.
We're taking that out. We're just born leaders.
It's our leadership. It's our leadership. That is so funny. Carmen, tell us about some things that you found out about Capricorns that you wanted to share. What are some of the things you have?
That we're practical.
Okay. Yes.
We are very practical. And I find that even now in my doctoral program, sometimes when I'm talking to, some of the other students and the professors, they go on these huge tangents. And I just sit and look at them. And then I say, well, did you mean, this in layman terms? Yes. So why we just, come on. You're making my head hurt. Let's just say what it is in layman. We can't talk over people. We can't talk over their head.
No.
So, although we need to know the terminology, for certain things, I'm very practical.
I like to get to the point. I don't like to beat around the bush.
No.
Let's just go direct.
Yes.
Just go direct in. I love accountability. I don't like the sugarcoat. I don't like the cover up. Mm-hmm. I like clearness. Tammy says, I can own it. She said, I guess, I don't know if that was the control part of it. Tammy says, I can own it. I am just a very direct person. I tell people all the time, my nieces, my daughter, my son, whatever you have to tell me, whether you think it's going to hurt or not, tell me the truth and let's deal with that.
Straight up.
Straight truth. Just be direct with me and let me deal with that. All this beating around the bush and sugarcoating and hiding and leaving pieces out, that's just going to make me upset because now what could have been resolved, I got to come and take time to piece together, put together. I'm a very direct person. Like you said, practical. We're just.
I tell my employees that all the time. They just get to talking and talking. And I already have a lot to do. So sometimes I'm letting them talk and I'm doing something and then I look up and I say, I it's been this kind of day. I don't really have time to hear the long drawn out story. I said, give me what it is that you need and how can I assist you so that we can be done with this conversation. And they always bust out laughing because it's like they take me up and down the street, over the bushes, over the hills. And a lot of times I'm sitting there and I'm trying not to look like, so I'll be like, okay, wait.
Because we try to be patient. Let's
get to the point.
That's it. Let's get to the point. That is so funny. Go ahead. Others that that information you wanted to share?
I'm not sure if I really agree with this other one. It says that we're sensitive.
We kind of are. Wait, Tammy said, oh my goodness, Regina, me too, when she was like direct to the point. I think, okay, sensitive to the point of how could I say it? If you, like you said earlier, they don't take our advice. That kind of gets me when you don't take my advice and then things go wrong. That hits my sensitivity because now I'm not going to leave you in the mess. I'm going to stay there and help you clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
But it really gets me like, okay, now I'm helping you to clean because you ain't listened to me. And sometimes, if you, if you yell at me a certain way, I'm not sensitive in that aspect.
Yeah.
I'm real strong. So I think my part is when people don't listen and then I have to clean up their stuff. I don't know. What do you think the aspect as far as sensitivity part?
I'm only sensitive about senior citizens and children.
Yeah.
If it's outside that realm, some people say I can be a little cold. And it's
Mm,
not that I'm cold. I just need you to, let's get this together. Let's do what you have to do so we can move on, you know.
yeah.
So
We do hold people accountable.
extremely accountable for
Ooh.
their actions, their behaviors. Yeah,
You don't get a pass. You
at
you make
all.
it. You gonna get comforted while have you take accountability. But I'm gonna comfort you through it. But you take accountability. Tammy says I'm like that. Land the plane already. She's like very
Yes,
direct. All right, what's another one that you have with us, Capricorns? We are over this time, but we're
um,
doing good.
they say we're persistent.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yes.
But sometimes my persistency, I'm not consistent. Sometimes
Okay.
I'm persistent, but I'm not always consistent. And what I say is because if somebody else needs something, I will work on their project
Yes. Yes.
before I do mine. And I
Yep.
won't be consistent in my own because I'm so busy trying to help them with theirs.
I'm exactly the same way. So 2023, I have already made a decision, and I've already spoke to my spirit and my soul
There you go.
that I'm going to do some of the things, and I'm going to finish up some of the things I need to finish up for my brand, all
Hmm.
while helping, or some things I'm going to have to put to the side to make sure that I get my stuff done, because I can have 50 million things I need to get done. If someone call and say, "Oh, I'm dropping everything to make sure that they get stuff done," and then I go like on a tangent, like a crazy person. I'm constantly like texting,
Hmm.
"Okay, did you do this? Okay, the next thing I need you to do this." And
Yep.
then calling like the next day. "So did you get that done? Oh, you still haven't done that? Okay, I'll give you another hour, then I'll call you back." And it's too much.
And that's what we do. That's what I do. I do the same thing. I focus on their stuff and I won't stop until I get their stuff done.
Yeah.
And my stuff just piling up, piling up. But I am determined to help them get their stuff done. Yeah, that's me. That's me. That's me. It is. What else you got on that list, girl, of us great Capricorns?
Um, I didn't close my list out.
Okay, let's talk about a few of these celebrities real quick, and then we'll be logging out of here. I've been saying we've been logging out for 15 minutes, but that's how us Capricorns do. We just got so much stuff. Capricorn. Some of the celebrities that are Capricorns, okay, and then you understand why we have these work characteristics that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that Lee Daniels.
Lee Daniels.
Lee Daniels is Capricorn, y'all. December 24th. They have his birthday as December 24th. They say he's Capricorn. Now, Capricorn is from what days? Let me see.
It December the something to, I don't know.
Capricorn dates. December 22nd to January 19th.
Okay.
Okay. So Lee Daniels,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all know the success rate of Lee Daniels. And let's see another celebrity we have it, Jordan Sparks. She's December 22nd.
Mary J. Blige.
Oh, that's my girl. That's my
First
girl.
First Lady Michelle Obama.
Ah! She's on our team. She's on our team.
Diane Sawyer.
Oh, look at success. Look at success. This is what y'all fellow Capricorns have to look forward to. Go ahead, girl. Who
Oh,
else you
you
got? Let me
know
look
what?
at my
I
list.
didn't even know Ricky Martin was a Capricorn.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ricky.
Ryan Seacrest.
See, look at all these business people.
Look at it.
Look at these business people.
We
Oh
got
my.
um
And I don't know some of these people
oh,
that's on this. John Legend, girl. John Legend is
John
on our
Legend,
team.
Denzel.
Oh, that says a lot right there.
Denzel. Listen, We're gonna pronounce his name right. It's Denzel. It's not Denzel.
Oh, it's not okay. Denzel. Denzel. It's
Denzel.
like Van Diesel.
Denzel. Uh-huh.
Denzel. Okay. Okay, child was saying Gail King. You said already. Okay,
Yep,
Gail.
Gail King.
Denzel. Yes, I love it. I love
Seth
it.
Meyers.
I love Seth Meyers, workaholic.
Hmm.
Seth Meyers. I
Yeah.
love it. Now I
God
don't know
is
who this is.
oh
Allison Brie. I don't know who she is. Who else
the
you got?
chocolate man.
Who? Which one?
Tyrese Gibson. December the 30th.
Tyrese. You over here on our team?
Wait a minute, somebody else that's a legend.
Who?
LeBron James.
Oh, we got the winners. Girl, look at the team we building. Look at the team. Love it.
We the stuff.
We done dumb. Look at the team. LeBron is our team.
Yep. Bradley Cooper.
Oh my goodness.
Diane Keathan.
Oh, Diane Keaton is our team.
Yep.
Gabby Douglas too. She's
Is
December
it?
31st.
Okay.
Yes. Gabby Douglas. Oh my goodness. Look at all these
We
people.
even got little Blue Ivy.
Oh, Blue
Hers is
Ivy's
the
on our
7th.
team.
I knew she had to be a Capricorn.
Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it.
Kate Middleton.
Kate, I like her too. I like her too.
We already said
Nice.
Mary J. Blige.
Girl, yes, Mary J. Yes. Kate Middleton, you had her on here too. Okay, Kate.
Oh, somebody else that's kind of sexy.
Who's that?
LL Cool J. The
Girl,
14th
kinda.
of January.
How you gonna say kinda with LL? Girl, you better stop. LL is sexy.
Did you say Regina King?
No, but is she part of us too?
Her birthday is on the 15th.
All right. All right. Regina King. Look at all these celebrities now.
Sade.
Sade?
Is it
Girl,
a
go ahead.
crime?
Go ahead. Orlando Bloom is part of us too.
Oh, and Jim Carrey.
Girl, now Jim Carrey. Child, we're gonna keep Jim Carrey because he is successful. But Jim,
And
we're gonna keep you,
Betty
Jim. We're gonna
White,
keep you, Jim. Who is that?
the late Betty White.
Oh,
January the 17th.
Betty.
Matter of fact, her
Betty.
birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday, Betty. In heaven.
James Earl Jones. His birthday is tomorrow.
The legend,
Yes.
James Earl Jones, is part of us.
Oh my God, one of my favorite people.
Who?
Dolly Parton. January the 19th.
Dolly. This is so many. Y'all just don't understand. When I'm hearing these names, I'm thinking of the success that they are, and then looking at I can be just as successful or more.
Yes. And just think about it.
Yeah.
I think God really put some extra thought into Capricorns
Okay.
because we end the year and we begin the year.
Girl, you said that right there. What?
We
That's
end the
powerful.
year and we begin the year. God just, I mean, when he did us in December, he looked at us and said, let's just keep it going.
We're going to end it here and we're going to begin it with it again. Oh, girl, that's powerful. Girl,
We're
that's
some
so.
awesome people, I must say.
I need to do a whole sermon on that one, girl. We end the year and begin the new year. Girl, that's powerful right there. Yes, we are. And there's so many other celebrities and so many of you that share this Capricorn birthdays with us. Listen, you're all fabulous. It's not negating from all the other zodiac signs, okay? It's not negating from you all. We're just lifting up and enlightening us. For now, we got next month, coming up. We're going to celebrate the next one and say the good, the traits about them as well. Like I said, it's something new that we're starting. But what I wanted you to get out of this is to learn what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did, and also to learn a little bit about maybe his personality as far as the Capricorn status, and understand his trailblazer and his workaholic, where he gets it from. And you share a lot of that. You will understand and find out that you share a lot of some of the same similarities as other people that share the same birth zodiac sign that you do. Mm-hmm. And you could learn from one another. Like I'm learning from Carmen's learning from me, or Tammy, we're learning from Tammy as well. And one thing that we have in common is we have that conversation of it's just not me.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
just not me. It's just, I do it this way and I thought I was the only one. And you come to find out that you're not.
And it makes you feel a lot better.
It makes you feel a lot better and it makes you feel like, okay, I can understand. But we also help to level each other. Like Carmen said, as far as the sensitive part, she don't see herself as being that sensitive part, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We have to
Well,
still
I'm
uplift
extremely sensitive when it comes to
the
senior
seniors. Yes.
children.
Yes.
You
I
know,
love that.
they pull at my heartstring. It's nothing that I won't do or won't attempt to do for their behalf.
I know. And I love the kids too. I mean, when the good kids, because them bad little kids, I tell them, listen, I fight a 5-year-old. So.
And see, I love the bad kids.
But you love the bad kids because you want to mentor them, or you love just hanging around. See, I just love being around good kids, and
I love
I
both
because
of
I'm
them.
such an accountability person. I think you want to heal them, right?
I think that, well, I've worked in Detroit public schools since 1998. And three
Mhm.
years ago, 3 years in June this year, I left the educational system.
Okay. Okay.
And all the teachers will send all their their blessed children to me. I try not to call them
Wow.
bad, but I call them blessed. And it's to me, it's fine, and it's just something inside me that makes me happy to work with them and see the transformation, the change inside of them. And a lot of times, all they need is a little love, a lot of consistency,
Understanding.
and some understanding and some encouragement.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, when I was in the teaching system, I used to do substitute teaching years ago, and I did elementary, middle school, and high school, and
Mhm.
alternative.
Okay.
And out of all of them, Carmen, you're right. I love the alternative better.
Mhm.
Because when I was teaching with the alternative students, which a lot of you, if you don't know, those are what they consider the bad kids, and they
Mhm.
couldn't be with the regular kids, so they give them this alternative classroom. They have a smaller classroom setting, so that the teacher can handle them. I would have maybe 10 kids at the most
Mhm.
in the classroom. And what I learned about being with them is they just want to be heard.
Yeah.
They just want to be talked to. They just want to
Accepted.
be seen,
Mhm.
and they loved it when I would come around. And so I started requesting to be the teacher that would be sent to the alternative schools. So you're right. That's part of me too. I didn't even call them bad kids. I just said they were misunderstood.
Yeah, I just call them blessed. I'd be like, just send a
Yeah.
blessed baby over to me.
I
Just
love
send,
it.
just send a little blessed baby over to me. Pull that desk right next to me.
I, me too. Me too. I had some little kids in my classroom. Well, they were kids because I had the senior high. I had the high school kids, the alternative school. And I would tell them, I said, listen, just come bring your chair over here and let's talk.
Mhm.
Let's
Mhm.
talk. What's going on at home. And I would still have that accountability in me because
Yeah.
they would tell me, my mom did this, my mom did that, my dad did. And I said, okay, now you told me about your mom and your dad. Now, what did you do and what can you
Yeah.
do better?
Yeah.
Because I still want to get that accountability out of them. So you're right, girl. That's
Yeah.
see y'all Capricorns. It's not just you, it's all of us.
And I also wanted to bring up in
Yeah.
Detroit, we have a Detroit Choice Awards. And
Oh,
right now, Detroit Table Talk is nominated
that's right.
for Podcast of the Year.
That's
So
right. I'm
I'm
so
glad
glad
to
you
work on
reminded
it.
me.
Such an
When is that going to be announced?
I'm not certain. I know that voting started January the 10th to March to something.
And we
So
pray you guys win. We pray you win. I love it. Love it. That is a great, great blessing right there to even be nominated.
I love it. It's just an honor, And
Yes.
we're fairly new to, podcasting. We've only been in existence since April the 6th, I think it is,
Yeah.
of last year. So
Yeah.
it is a great honor to be nominated for the
I love it.
table.
Y'all check out Carmen and her podcast on Facebook, Detroit Table Talk.
Yes.
Y'all check her out. Go over there and subscribe to her page, follow, like, and share. And also the other platform you have is, what's the name of it?
Respectfully Speaking on Fridays at 7 p.m.
Okay, y'all got it. Respectfully Speaking on Fridays at 7 p.m.
Mhm.
Listen, Carmen, I have enjoyed this. Thank you for coming on, even at the
You're
last
more
minute
than
when I
welcome.
inbox you. Thank you so much, fellow Capricorns here. All the Capricorns out there, I want to say happy birthday to you. And may 2023 be filled with successfulness and blessings, and that goals are met and
Thank you.
visions come to life. In
Yes.
Jesus' name. Thank you
In
all for
Jesus'
watching the
name.
Juice Radio and Talk Show. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel on our YouTube page, please do that. You see the logo on the screen. Just type in the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Look for the red mug. Also visit our website, thejuiceradio.net, for more information. We also have a podcast, the Juice Radio and Talk Show podcast. Make sure you go over there and follow that channel as well. That's produced by Noye Podcast Production at houseofnoye.com. I want to thank our sponsors, Custom Apparel Shop, embroidery work, one item or more, no limit to the work that they can do. You can reach Israel Mason by dialing 786-657-7501. Thank you to our main sponsor, Truth and Triumph Ministries. Truth and Triumph Ministries is a ministry that cares about telling people the truth so that they can triumph in life. Thank you, Truth and Triumph Ministry, for all the work that you do. Listen, we're going to get out of here for now. We're getting ready to come on to do our reality series at 7:30. We'll be back. Carmen, thank you so very much
for having me.
for being here. Thank you, and success. I pray success, but you don't get it anyway because you Capricorn girl. But I pray success to you, your ventures, everything that you touch will turn to gold because you have a golden heart to do what is right with what you receive. And
preferably,
because of that, God's going to get it to you.
And preferably soon, I'll have the doctor on the front of my name. So for you and for all the listeners, for the people that will replay the broadcast, just keep me in prayer.
That's right.
These last few classes, I will, just float through them with ease.
You're going to do that, girl, because you do that with all of them. I don't know why you be on social media, but like, I'm stressed and you end up just floating right through them things. Listen, we need another great doctor on this earth. And come on now.
And I am her.
Dr. Carmen. Here she come.
I am her.
She is. Thank you so much, Carmen. We're going to go in our green room for right now, but thank you all for watching. Please click that like and subscribe button and share this video with others. We'll be doing more of these great series here on the show. Thank y'all for watching. On the count of 3, Carmen, we're going to say goodbye for now. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Bye.